Welcome back to another Pokemon Throwback Thursday, where every Thursday morning we take a deep dive into a vintage set. We're going in complete order, so the set we are checking out today is Call of Legends, one of my all-time favorite sets. And then we're going to be checking out some more banger cards from sets that are Sun and Moon and older. But before we get started, if you guys could do me a massive favor and hop over to my brand new TikTok and give me a follow, I would really appreciate that. And we do have to get thanks to our video sponsor real quick, and that is Punch-Out Gaming. Punch-Out Gaming is my local game store that I go to, and it's the #1 game store in all of Minnesota. I've actually been to the mall. They have card shows too, like every other month. One of the best selections of rock cards you will ever see in a game store. So definitely check them out. All the links are in the description. All right, let's get to it. Checking out Call of Legends. This set came out February 9th, 2011. Has 95 cards plus 11 secret rares. This is the set symbol right here, a little swirl. And someone just asked me too why I haven't been buying cards on my Throwback Thursdays like I used to. And that's because I have all these cards from these sets. So I already have all these completed. But I'm a really big fan of Call of Legends. They have some crazy cards. And it's not just the secret rares, even though they have amazing secret rares. All legendaries. They're all shinies. It's super crazy. Then they have the best energies ever. But these actually come in like a super nice reverse holo and stuff. But even some of these holos are insane. The Lugia, the Kyogre, the Espeon, the Rayquaza, Leafeon. So many awesome cards, and they are worth a ton in a 10. But for the legendary shinies, we got Rayquaza, Ho-Oh, Lugia, Suicune, Groudon, Kyogre, Dialga, Palkia, Deoxys, Raikou, and Entei. And these are super easy to look up. You literally just got to type in Pokemon SL, and these will all come up. So it's just like SL1 through, I think, 11. And these cards are getting very tough to find in clean condition. I mean, the Rayquaza Raw's $299, Ho-Oh's $284, Lugia $275, Suicune $199, Groudon $195, Kyogre $188, Dialga $181, Palkia $165, Deoxys $145, Raikou $122, and Entei $94. And then these energies are also very expensive. You know, Espeon, the Darkness Energies $125, Reverse Holos around the same, Psychic Energy $65, and then even like the Umbreon Holo $62, Rayquaza's $46, Lugia's $45. There is a ton of value in this set. But all right, we're going to hop to eBay to check out some recent sales. So here is the Call of Legends Metal Energy. You can get them with this play stamp, which is pretty cool. That's sold for $60. We got a PSA 8 Shiny Palkia for $175. Shiny Entei in a CGC 7.5 for $80. Suicune Raw for $80, says excellent condition. Got a fake Kyogre, and then the Shiny Suicune in a PSA 7 for $220. Reverse Holo Espeon for $32. We're going to check out this PSA 10 in a second. Reverse Holo Flareon with the crazy eyes at $15.50. Umbreon Holo CGC 6.5 for $60. It's a very nice Umbreon. Nice Snorlax. We got a stamped pre-release one for $105. Here is that Holo Lugia with a beautiful swirl. Near mint condition $95. Another one at lightly played near mint for $61. Leafeon Holo for $15. Rayquaza Holo for $40. Here's a CGC Basic 10 Umbreon Holo for $1,250. That's what I'm saying. These cards in high grades are worth a ton. We got the Ho-Oh Reverse Holo Energy for $50. We're going to check out this PSA 10 in a second. The Lugia. We got the Umbreon Reverse Holo in a PSA 10 for $1,535. PSA 10 Espeon Reverse Holo for $560. Reverse Holo Kyogre PSA 10 for $560. Reverse Holo Houndoom in a PSA 10 for $510. Ursaring Reverse Holo for $154. Lucario Reverse Holo for $824. Magmortar for $152. So someone sold their entire collection. We got the Fortress in a PSA 10 for $500. We got the Ho-Oh Fire Energy in a PSA 10 for $318. The Steelix Holo for $260. The Ninetales. This Ninetales is super crazy. If you guys are just listening, check out this creepy Ninetales. I mean, a lot of cards in this set just look crazy. But that was a PSA 9 sold for $99. All right, we got the Deoxys. This is SL1 in a PSA 10. Just sold April 28th, 2025 at $2,830. Now the pop on alt is pretty off sometimes, so I just like double it, and that's probably what it is. But it says the PSA pop is 26. These cards have very low pops. In a 9, it's 134. Next, we got the Dialga. This is SL number 2. Just sold for $3,500 in a PSA 10 with a pop of 32 and 9, 182. Next, we have the Entei SL3. Just sold for $4,500. Says it's a pop of 21 in the 10 and 134 in a 9. Next, we got the Groudon. The most recent sale I could find is $2,403 in a 10. And that was towards the end of 2024. Next, we have the Ho-Oh SL5, just sold for $6,900 with a pop of 26 and a 10 and 155 and a 9. Next, we have the Kyogre, most recent sale I could find is 1,338, and that was in the middle of 2024. Next, we have the Lugia in a PSA 10 SL number 7, sold for $9,100 with a pop of 18 and a 10 and 197 and a 9. Next, we have the Palkia SL number 8 and a 10, just sold for $1,598. Next, we have the Raikou SL9, just sold for $2,100 with a pop of 17 and a 10 and 147 and a 9. Next, we have the Rayquaza SL10, 9,200 it sold for with a pop of 23 and a 10 and 191 and a 9. Next, we have the Suicune SL11, just sold for $2,861 with a PSA 10 pop of 29 and PSA 9 at 129. Next, we are checking out some of these energies. We got the Umbreon Hollow in a PSA 10 sold for $2,500. We got the Call of Legends Lugia Water Hollow Energy sold for $1,000. And we have the Espeon that sold for $650. Next, we have the Lugia Reverse Hollow sold for $1,625. I mean, that is crazy. With a pop of 17 and a 10 and a pop of 58 and a 9. Next, we have the Rayquaza Hollow sold for $2,148 and a 10. And then we got a Reverse Hollow right here at $1,700. Pop on this is 42, it says, and 301 and a 9. So quite a bit more than the others. Next, we have the Call of Legends Booster Pack. Last sold $350 for the Deoxys, otherwise $242, $350, $350, $450, $450, $200, $370, $375, $350, $310. So it looks like anywhere from $250 to $400. Next, we have the booster box. Couldn't find a lot of recent sales, but the last one I found was for $14,000. All right, next, we are checking out some Team Rocket cards, the original Team Rocket. So we're going to check out the first edition Dark Charizard Hollow. So it says it's a pop of 554 and a 10 and 3,309 and a 9 and 2,311 and an 8. There's even 1,129 sevens. Looks like it's going up in price right now. Got down to about $2,500 December of 2023. Now last sold on a 10 is $6,600. Then we got a PSA 9 at $1,275, $1,267. Another one at $1,177, and then raw $300, $600, $940, $395, $449, $350, $420. Of course, it depends on condition. Next, we have the Unlimited Hollow Dark Charizard. So this got down to $1,000 in a PSA 10. Now last sold $2,800. We got a 9 at $560, and raw at $140, $140, $170, $209. And then we got a pop of $172 in a 10 and $2,237 in a 9. $3,428 in an 8, $2,530 in a 7, even $2,085 in a 6, $1,570 in a 5. That's crazy. Next, we have the first edition Hollow Dark Blastoise. This got down to $2,000 in a PSA 10. Now last sold is $6,000. And then we got a PSA 9 at $725, and then raw $100, $200, $267, $275, $338, $420. And the pop is $227 in the 10, $2,021 in the 9, and $2,180 in an 8, even $1,071 in the 7. And then we got the Unlimited Hollow Dark Blastoise. So this got down to $1,000 in a 10, and then now last sold is $2,400. This has a pop of 63 in a 10, and in a 9, 1,067. And then for the 8, it's 2,264. And then the 7, 1,690. And the 6, 1,330. And then even the 5 has 1,016. It's crazy. For the Unlimited Hollows, people are just sending them in. Doesn't matter the condition. But last sold raw 65, 57, 51, 96, 122, 160. It's a very affordable card in its history. All right. Next, we have the first edition Dark Dragonite. This got down to $2,400 in a 10. Now last sold $4,377 with a pop of 5. It says on Pokedata. What does it say on Alt? It says it's a pop of 216. So all these websites can be kind of off on pops, so you have to be careful with that. And then we got last sold raw 260, 235, 324, 265, 384, 226, 300. Then we got a 9 at $740. All right, next we have the unlimited Holo Dark Dragonite. So this got down to 1,600 in a 10. Now last sold 3,100 with a pop of 50 in a 10 and 797 in a 9. And then last sold in a PSA 9 is 275 and 275. Then we got rods 75, 166, 85, 55, 128, 75, 95. All right, next we have the first edition Dark Raichu, the first secret rare for the English side. This has a pop of 244 in a 10, 1,982 in a 9, 1,974 in an 8, and 958 in a 7. Got down to $1,200. Now last sold $2,312 in a PSA 10. And then we got sales for raw at 100, 120, 175, 68. We had a PSA 9 at 336. Next we have the unlimited Dark Raichu Holo. Says it has a pop of 32 in a 10, 855 in a 9, 1,700 in an 8, 1,253 in a 7, and 827 in a 6. And last sold in a PSA 10 is $1,000. And then we got a PSA 9 at 200, raw at 51, 42, 76, 33, 105. Next, we have the Team Rocket booster packs. We got an unlimited pack with a bend at 266, another unlimited pack at 235. We got a first edition pack, Giovanni, at 330. We got another unlimited pack at 276, 251. We got a heavy first edition pack, 21.3 grams, sold for $1,100. Another loose unlimited pack at 291. Someone sold 8 packs for $2,500. We got a long crimp Giovanni pack at 250, Gyarados pack at 300. We got a unlimited pack at 20.73 grams at $290. Another long crimp at 270. Got another heavy pack here, 21.18 grams at $555. And we got a PSA 9 first edition Gyarados pack at $499. All right, next we have the booster box. So here's the unlimited booster box on PokeData. It says the last sold is $9,999. And we do have a sale on eBay at $9,750. And then here's the first edition Team Rocket booster box. It says last sold is $21,750. Before that, $25K, $32K, $20K, $10K. Now remember, condition is everything for these boxes. So a couple dents, a tear, we're talking thousands of dollars. We can even hop over to eBay though and see it. There's a $25,000 one, best offer accepted. And the first edition stamp is right down here at the bottom. This is one of the coolest booster boxes because it's completely black. So it is super unique. We got another sale at $21,750. All right, that was today's video. Please let me know down below your guys' favorite shiny from today's set, Call of Legends. And then, of course, if you guys like this content, please make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a like. And then if you guys want to support more, please check out my TikTok and give me a follow there. Or you can join my Instagram or my YouTube membership. It's only 99 cents a month. But all right, I want you guys to have a great day. And if you want to watch my last Pokemon What If Wednesday, which was a super good one, click this video here. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.